Human history is a tapestry of innovation and art, yet it's also marred by war. From tribal skirmishes to global conflicts, violence has been a constant. We build cities only to see them destroyed. Why does humanity capable of empathy resort to war? The answers lie in our biology, cultures, and self-perception. War shapes nations, accelerates technology, and alters borders. For those caught in its path, war is a personal tragedy, not just a historical force. As of June 23, 2025, conflicts persist worldwide, reminding us that war is not a relic. The weapons evolve, but the tragedy remains. To face 21 century challenges, we must learn from past mistakes. Only then can the echo of war begin to fade. War is more than soldiers and tanks, it's organized violence between political entities. It's a social institution requiring planning and resources, driven by power. War is about imposing will, seizing territory, or enforcing ideologies. It's the ultimate negotiation when diplomacy fails. Survival can drive nations to war, seeing it as a desperate gamble. War is also storytelling, creating narratives to justify violence. Leaders define enemies to unite populations, often at truth's expense. War is a choice, not a natural disaster. Understanding this shifts war from inevitable to a decision. If war is chosen, it can also be avoided. This is the challenge every generation faces. Can we choose not to fight? The answer shapes our future. Warfare's evolution mirrors humanity's. From spears to drones, technology has transformed conflict. Ancient empires waged wars that shaped history. The 20th century saw industrialized slaughter and nuclear threats. Today, asymmetric warfare and cyber attacks redefine battlefields. Understanding war's causes is key to prevention. Greed for resources like land and oil often sparks conflict. Religion and ideology can justify violence in the name of truth. Political power and nationalism drive leaders to war. Fear, the most potent cause, leads to preemptive strikes. The security dilemma escalates tensions, often unintentionally. Wars stem from greed, belief, pride, and fear. Recognizing these can help us choose peace. War's most immediate cost is human life. Behind each statistic is a lost story, a void left behind. The killing continues with landmines and disease post-conflict. Physical and mental wounds persist, with trauma spanning generations. Economically, war devastates infrastructure and halts progress. Resources are diverted from education and health to warfare. Environmental damage is severe with poisoned lands and climate impact. War is a crime against humanity and the planet. The scars of war are deep and lasting. We must count these costs to understand the true price of conflict. Only then can we strive for peace. Can war ever be justified? Just war theory offers criteria. It must be a last resort declared by authority with a just cause. Even seemingly just wars like against Nazi Germany raise moral questions. Many wars like Iraq in 2003 are later seen as mistakes. The narrative of justice can blind us to war's true costs. Believing war is the only solution is a failure of imagination. Wars often start from communication breakdowns and lack of empathy. Even justified wars unleash uncontrollable suffering. War is a blunt tool, creating new problems. We must question if violence is ever the only answer. War shows humanity's worst, but also its best. It inspires courage and compassion amidst horror. History teaches us we can learn and change. Former enemies like France and Germany now cooperate in the EU. This choice for peace was deliberate, not accidental. Global challenges require shared solutions, not conflict. We must invest in peace institutions and teach empathy. The path to peace demands effort and understanding. The alternative is a destructive cycle of violence. We can choose to break this cycle. Let us find inspiration in building peace, not in war's glory. The choice is ours to make.